Hey everyone, it is Fearless Friday. I rarely do podcasts on Friday, but I am happy to be here today with Tracy Robinson
Hello.
doing a podcast to promote her new brand. Tminus 100 has been around for about 18 months, 24 months on a personal realm, but this summer she is launching it into a brand new business.
That's right.
She's been playing with Zumba, dealing with fitness on a personal level, but now she's ready to share her journey with everyone. She set out 2 years ago for a goal to lose 100 pounds, and she's achieved that,
Thank
accomplished
God.
that,
Yes.
and now she's ready to share her journey, her tools, techniques, and information with everybody who's trying to make this thing happen.
Yes.
So today's topic is what's weighing you down. Tracy, tell us about how did you come up with what's weighing you down?
So I just figured, I cannot talk about my weight loss without talking about the internal transformation that happens or that has to happen in order to have a weight loss transformation. And I always ask myself the question, what's weighing you down today? Why can't you reach your goals? Why can't you, what's stopping you from, what's making you feel heavy? And we have to identify those things if we wanted to have a true transformation. And so when I talk to the clients that I have now, I always ask them that question, hey, what's weighing you down? What's stopping you? What's stopping you from achieving your goal? Because weight, is going to slow you down. So what's slowing you down?
So a lot of times when you talk to your clients about those things that are weighing them down, what are the top 3 or 4 things that always come up?
Time, money. I just can't. I have all these bad habits. I have bad cravings. I've been doing this so long. It's all kind of excuses. We can come up with an excuse for anything. But most of the time, it's time. Time is a big factor.
I know that's like a thing for me. If I don't go to the gym first thing in the morning, it won't happen for me.
Yeah.
I will say I'll go at mid lunchtime or I'll go when I get out for work. Literally, if it's not the first thing I do, like first or second,
Right.
the day gets me and everything else take precedence over that.
Yeah, that's true. So true. You know what I do. I have to go. I get up at 3:40, 3:45, and I have to go first thing in the morning as well, just because of my lifestyle. But because I'm off during the summer right now, I'm going 2 and 3 times, just because I want to, not because I have to.
And the 3:45, even those times, like when I would try to go like at 4:30 or 5 in the morning, I'm like, oh, I want to snooze.
All right.
But having the discipline, though. Having the discipline to say, no, you're not snoozing, you're going to get up.
Right.
Because you wouldn't say that about going to work.
Right.
You wouldn't like, oh, I'm going to snooze an hour. You snooze 15 minutes for work.
Right.
But you want to snooze another hour. But for the gym, you like, I can sleep in a whole nother hour.
Right.
So just getting to that point of saying, no, it's going to become a priority.
Right. And you said a key word, discipline. And when we really look at what's weighing us down, a lot of times it's not the time factor. It's having the discipline to get up. It's having, what do I want more? Do I want to get that 15 extra minutes of sleep, or do I want to get up and feel better throughout the day?
Mm-hmm.
Or do I want to eat this thing that's satisfying and that I want right now, or do I want to feel better for the rest of the day? So we really have to identify the things that get to the root of the issue.
Decisions.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's choices that we make.
Yeah,
you do
discipline.
this or that.
Yeah.
Everything has a reward and a
Mm-hmm.
consequence.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Am I going to lose a little sleep? Or am I going to be, more physically fit?
Yeah.
Or do I can sleep in longer and feel more rested in my mind? And then later on, really, you have less energy.
Yeah.
Because all of that matters. The cardio, your health. And what I'm learning now, the older I get, even if you're in tip-top shape, just say if you look physically good.
Yeah.
If you like, your weight, your BMI is not off too much, and you don't work out. Just being older, just that heart health.
Yes.
Just especially in our community, heart health is definitely something that we really need to look more into, talk more about.
Yes,
and you can stay off a lot of medications by just working out.
Yes, you can. I am a witness. I think the last time I was here, I don't know if I was off of my medicine then or not.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But that was one of the things that I wanted to accomplish was to get off of that high blood pressure medicine, and that is done. I think I did it on your birthday. I went to the doctor on your birthday and was told that I no longer needed it. And that basically came from exercise and diet.
Eating better. How long were you on that medication?
From the time I was 24 to 40.
16 years.
Yeah.
But 2 years of just changing, and at that time, really 18 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
But 18 months, so you eradicated 16 years in 18 months.
Yes. I always tell people I'm aging backwards. You talking about a snapback? You know,
My mom aging backwards too.
I'm trying to snap back, like all the way back. I want to age backwards. That's what I want. Yeah.
So with this new business venture, tell us about it. What are you offering?
So, I'm so excited about Tminus 100 Healthy Living, and it's a transformation from the inside out. You know, I always talk about that. So, I'm offering accountability coaching. I find accountability to be so important in the journey. Accountability with your eating, accountability with exercise. So, with the accountability coaching, I offer meal plans, and I offer weekly fitness plans. Daily accountability, where you're sending me your meals, you're sending me when you work out, weekly weigh-ins, face-to-face conversations, and so it's just awesome. I have clients now; they're doing well, and I on this approach I've tried it myself, and I've been successful, and I know it works. And so I want to just share that with the world and help women. I feel like I'm called to women. No certain age, but women who need to lose a lot of weight have been drawn to me. Like lots of weight, hundreds of pounds. I have been drawn to those women, and they've been drawn to my story as well. So that's my niche. Yeah, getting them started on the journey, letting them know, hey, you can do this. People like to see someone who's been 300 pounds or almost 300 pounds and say, hey, if she could do it, I know I can do it. Mm-hmm. And I always tell them, hey, who am I? If I can do it, I was the same way. If I could do it, I know you can do it. So the accountability coaching is the biggest thing that I offer. I'm still offering my Zumba. Mm-hmm. I offer Zumba classes now. I teach on Saturdays and Tuesdays. I also do private Zumba parties. That has come about this year. I've done several private Zumba parties.
So how long are those Zumba party sessions?
45 minutes to an hour,
okay.
Depending on the need of the who's ever booking the party, but they are so much fun.
So we had an opportunity to have Tracy at the retreat, and everybody, first of all, it was at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
So everybody was like, oh, good. Everybody get downstairs. You kind of still asleep, but you here.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, after about 3 minutes of bouncing around and that good energetic, high energy music, everybody was just different.
They were.
After the first 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I missed a lot of fun. It doesn't feel like, and you feel like you're working out. And let me not lie and say that. I was about to lie and say you don't feel like you're working out. That's a lie. Because the sweat was real. But it's so much fun. It's so high energy. It doesn't feel like your typical gym workout.
Right. Yeah. It's so much fun, and you don't realize that you're getting so much cardio in. I have people send me their calorie count after class, and they're like, "I burned 800 calories.
Really?
I burned 750 calories in your 50-minute class." And yeah, because you don't realize how hard you're going. We like to go hard when we dance. So the people that are typically in my class, they going hard. They dance. Drill team all the way. City girls all the way. They letting it all hang out, so they are burning tons of calories, and it's so much fun. I love it.
That is funny. And what is so you say about 800 calories. So let's talk about some other types of cardio.
Okay.
I.e. Elliptical machine.
Okay.
The treadmill.
Okay.
Typically in a 50-minute workout, what would an average person?
So that all depends on your weight, your age. It's different for everyone. It depends on your current abilities. I
guess I just want to make a comparison of, say, for instance, a 30-year-old, right?
Okay.
A 30-year-old 150. And I know we don't have the calculator or anything right now, but would you burn more calories doing Zumba opposed to treadmill at a 5.0? Running a 5.0, because I know on the treadmill you can go as high as 8.
It all depends. Because look, some people that do my Zumba class that are not really moving and not really sweating, you could burn only 350 calories because you're not really moving. Mm-hmm. And it depends on how much energy you're exerting. However, if you get on the elliptical and your resistance is 12.0 and you're going at a 5.0 speed, you may burn more.
Okay.
So it all depends on how much energy you're actually putting into it. How much there's so many factors.
Yeah,
and
there
variables.
is. Yeah.
How much resistance on the treadmill? What's your incline? What speed are you going? It all depends.
So many variables.
Yeah.
But I know one thing about that Zumba. I just feel like, honey, in 10, 15 minutes, I was like, okay, am I going to survive?
Yeah. And my Zumba, it's not typical. It's not.
It's intense.
It's not typical. My Zumba's pretty trap. I've started, they told me at one of the gyms that I teach at, stop calling it Zumba because, it's like real trap. I'm like, well, okay, we can call it trap Zumba.
Trap Zumba.
A little Zumba and a lot of trap.
But my question is, what kind of music do you listen to at the church?
Oh.
That's what I want to know.
So I do teach Zumba at a church.
Every Tuesday.
So at First Met Church. And we play some of the same songs, but the clean versions.
Okay.
Some of the songs I can't play at all at First Met. But some of the same songs we play. And
because you still need the high energy.
You still need the high energy. And I tell them we're going to shake it at church. You just, we're working on core. We ain't shaking just because we're shaking. We're working on our core. We're doing squats. We're working on our legs. We're trying to get right. We're not just shaking to shake. We're not just twerking to twerk.
That is funny. So you have the accountability coaching, you have the classes, and you have Zumba classes, and you have the private parties.
Yes.
Do you have another piece of the puzzle?
Yes. So another thing that we are working on is an accountability database, so that when people are in different sectors, I always have people, do you know somebody? Because they know that I have a fit crew. Again, accountability is a big piece of my puzzle. So they always asking me, I need some can I borrow your accountability group? How did you put together your accountability group? So I am working on a database where people in different cities can sign up. And once they sign up, they can be matched, kind of like a dating service. Mm-hmm. They can be matched with another person who may have some of the same goals in mind, and find an accountability partner in that area.
So how did you start the fit crew, the AM fit crew, right?
Yeah. So I was working out already at 24 Hour Fitness. Shout out to 24 Hour Copperfield. And I met a lady named Bridget. Bridget and I would just speak, what you working on today? Hey girl. So we would just see each other working out. So then a friend of mine named Tia texted me one day, said, hey, I see you working out. I need accountability. Can I come join you? Come on. So Bridget saw us working out. Of course, we're taking our pictures for progress, and she was like, can I work out with y'all? Sure, So we started, and it just kept growing. And the more we posted about it, the more it grew. People would see us in the gym. Oh, y'all, I like y'all. I like y'all's energy. Y'all are coming here. Y'all not playing. Y'all are coming in here working, which we don't. We go in there, we laugh a lot, we talk a lot, but we are drenched, we're sweating, and we're putting in some real work. And it just kept growing, and we started all seeing progress, and then we started a group me. Started to hold each other accountable. Hey, what you eating? I see you haven't been here in 2 days. What's up? What's going on? And it just really helps. And we also do social things now, outside of, because we've developed the relationships. So.
And so how many people are part of this AM Fit crew now?
I think it's about eight or nine of us.
So not too big, just enough to really stay intimate.
Yes.
But definitely enough. I mean, you definitely have grown from, one person to eight or nine.
I'm not talking about like not consistent. I'm talking about have been there. And
how many times a week do you guys work out together?
Typically, so I always tell people, typically somebody is there every day. Everybody's schedule is different. So anywhere, I work out 5 to 6 times a week. 5 to 6 days a week, sometimes more times a day than once. So typically somebody is there every day. And we do things together. Like right now, we're doing a boot camp. Instead of going to the gym first in the mornings, we're doing a boot camp at America's Next Draft Pick. So we get up, we go at 5, go to boot camp, and then we leave there and go to 24 Hour, which is down the street.
Okay, so what is this America's First Draft Pick about?
Okay, America's Next Draft Pick is a gym that I teach Zumba at, and they have several personal trainers. The owner's name is DeForest Hart. Shout out to him. He gave me a chance at teaching Zumba. He was like, I like you. I like your, like your energy. And so I'm grateful for that chance. And he offers personal training classes every day, boot camps in the morning, boot camps in the evening. So there really ain't an excuse not to work out for people, in our area. It's in the Cypress area. He also offers a free boot camp, free. I'm talking about every Saturday, free boot camp full of personal trainers. They coming in, fixing your form, helping you with your weights, telling you what you should be working on. Free. It's free. Every Saturday, 10 o'clock.
So how do you feel about fitness in our culture?
Man, look, I think it's getting better. I think that we as a people are starting to put it in the forefront. We're seeing the importance of fitness. I have been using the term lately, generational health. We talk a lot about generational wealth and how we want, we want to leave a legacy for our children. I think that it's so important in our culture for our children to see us being healthy. My children watch everything I eat, everything I put in my mama, you supposed to be eating that cookie? Mama, did you work out? Your shirt is not really sweaty. Did you work out hard today? And I want them to see, and I have this little flab on my arm that I'm working on. My baby asked me, am I going to have that flab right here when I get older? I was like, if you keep eating all them donuts,
Yes.
you're going to have that when you get
right to a theater near you. I promise.
But I think that it's so important for us to create that generational health. We think that, diabetes and high blood pressure, that's just a part of who we are, but does it have to be?
Right.
Does it have to be a part of who we are? So I think it's important for us that we show we leave that legacy as well. How to be fit and how to eat healthy, how to have healthy habits. I didn't have that, So now it's like creating all these new habits.
One thing I can say about moms, well, I can say this. A lot of times it's easier for a man to go to the gym.
Oh yes,
it is. It's just different. He can kind of wake up and go, and no shade on the dads, but it's just different because he don't have to worry about his hair.
Right.
It's just different for a man. And the reason I'm bringing up a man and both a woman is the fact that when we do different, the whole house do different. It's like when a man go to the gym and he eat clean, the whole house is really not affected by that. Mm-mm. But I would know at any time that I change my lifestyle and start living different, doing different things. So, for instance, when I fast, I buy a lot of fruits and I buy a lot of vegetables. But I still buy the things that they like, because this is my own personal spiritual journey. So I make sure I still buy them cookies and ice creams and all that. But I find out when I'm fasting, they eat everything I eat. Mm-hmm. Now they love apples. Mm-hmm. Now they love grapes. Now they love oranges. Mm-hmm. Now they love bananas.
Yeah, because you're setting the tone.
Exactly. And that just really shows. And we always say this in the beauty industry. We always say that, retail to the mom. The mom buys the shampoo and a conditioner for the whole house.
Right.
It's not even about the salon experience. We're just talking about at home. People always say, well, I get my hair done every week, but your husband washes hair. I'm sure you shampoo your hair. I mean, not your hair, your kids' hair. But the mom makes all the real buying decisions.
Right.
I'm not talking about purchasing the house. I mean, just the things that are bought. So think about fitness. Mm-hmm. When a mom changed her lifestyle, she started living different. Now, it sets the tone for the whole family.
It does. And I have found in the last few months, my husband, he's been dipping and dabbling. He wants to get healthy, but then has, it's hard. It's hard when you've been on this path all this time, and so he'll say, well, I'm going with you today. Or we working out today. He has been working out. But you do, as a mom, you set the pace and you set the tone. And I know some people who have mastered, some moms who have mastered, my kids are not eating unhealthy foods. I haven't mastered that. Mine is a work in progress. I'm trying to find the healthy balance. Mm-hmm. But some people have mastered, the kids eat no unhealthy foods.
Yeah, I ain't ready for that.
We're not either.
I'm not ready for that. Let me focus on me. Let me get what I'm putting in my mouth right before I start telling other people what to do.
Right.
Yes, but definitely giving them more healthy choices. Mm-hmm, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And what I do, I feel like with kids, the things we take away from them make them want it more.
Yeah.
I do feel like that with kids. I sit in the salon and every time people say, my kids don't eat candy, as soon as they turn their head, they begging candy from me.
Right.
But my kids don't eat candy.
Right.
My kids don't care about candy, but I never said that was a thing that
they couldn't have.
Uh-huh. But people who tell me that their kids can't have candy, I swear, every time I pull out a nail later, they be begging. So besides the new fitness journey, okay, well, let's talk a little bit more about Tminus 100.
Okay.
So we know what you're offering.
Okay.
So when is the big lunch? When is your timeline?
Right.
You got to create this pressure, this accountability.
That's right. So the big launch will be in August.
Okay.
We will launch in August, and it'll be all over social media. You'll be able to see it. And I can't wait to share. Like I've already been sharing it with people, but I can't wait for the world to see what we actually offer.
I want to know, when we change things and do new things, what have been some of your apprehensions about launching this business? What have been some of your challenges? A lot of times we talk about the fun stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But what have been some of your doubts?
I think fear is always a factor.
Yeah.
When we get ready to do anything different, anything that we don't know the end result to, fear is always a factor. So of course fear, will people buy into it? Are people even really following my journey? Am I just out there talking and are people really listening? So I think fear, and it all boils down to all those things that we come up with in our head, it boils down to fear.
Until you meet someone who tell you a story about yourself.
Yes.
And it's like, wow, and I know even for me, you're right. Fear is the fuel that keeps me going though. Like fear doesn't paralyze me. It really makes me say, oh, you scared? Well, you really got to do it.
Yeah, do it scared.
Yeah, you always say that. Yeah. But it makes me say, oh, if you scared, oh, you got to do it now. You can't get punked out of this now.
Right. Yeah.
That's how I, talk to myself when I'm scared, when I'm nervous. But every time I have those moments of doubt and am I really impacting people?
Yeah.
That's the deal. Am I really impacting people? Am I really, changing lives? And I don't have to change a million lives. I don't have to. If I could change 3 or 4.
Yes.
But every time I have that doubt, like, for instance, I'm going to give you a prime example of the podcast. I had this wild idea, that I was going to not do the podcast the whole June. And the first week, I skipped 1 week. And people started literally, social media started texting me. It was like, did I miss something? Did I miss something this week? And not that I don't think the podcast is good, but I'm like, is it making a difference? Am I having conversations and dialogues that are really meaningful and really helping people? But then when people, I texted me and said, I think I'm taking June off. She was like, no, Keith, you need to be consistent. But of course she going to tell me that. That's my accountability partner.
Exactly.
But I started literally getting messages saying, hey, did I miss the podcast this week? Did you do a different day?
Right.
Where is it? I was like, I didn't do it. They was like, oh, okay. And then somebody else asked me. I'm like, that's my confirmation. I need to push through June.
Yeah.
And it wasn't no real reason. Like, I had things to do. I just had one of those doubtful moments. Like,
is it impactful? I feel you on that. And that's being real. I have that conversation with myself all the time. Am what I'm doing when I post something, when I write something, is what I'm giving, is it valuable? I don't want to just be doing this in vain because I'm going to do it regardless. But if I'm putting it out there for other people, I want it to really help somebody.
Exactly.
But for your podcast, it is very impactful. I've gotten clients from the first interview that we did, and a lady emailed me, said, hey, I saw you on the podcast, and I was just scrolling through. She didn't know you from Adam. I was just scrolling through and ran across the podcast and happened to listen to it. So it is very impactful.
And I think, we start worrying about, I'm going to be honest, I'm not worried about like competition and things like that in that regard, like, ooh, somebody else doing this, somebody else doing that. But then you start thinking like, now it's like a million podcasts. Yeah. It's like so much to choose from, So it's like, how does your podcast or your fitness or your beauty, everything seems so saturated, right?
Right.
But I just saw this meme that said, it doesn't matter how saturated the market is. What's for you is for you.
That's right.
It could be a gazillion of it, but if that's your calling, that's your purpose, and that's your mission, you're going to be successful.
Right. There are 2 things that I believe related to that. The first one is that your gift will make room for you.
Agree.
So, we know that's scripture. Your gifts will make room for you wherever you go. I don't care if it's on the other side of the world. If God gave you that gift, it's going to make room for you. The second thing is that there are certain people that we are assigned to. And we've had that conversation before, and I believe that we are assigned to certain people, and when we don't do the things that we are nudged to do, like this fitness thing for me, the podcast for you, the retreat for you. When we don't do those things that we are pushed to do and pulled to do, then we're impacting those people that we're assigned to, and a lot of times that keeps me going. I think about, okay, it's not about me. It's bigger than me. It's this Tminus 100. It's not about me. It's about the people that I'm assigned to, then the people that they're assigned to, and then the people that they're assigned to, because we all impacted each other.
And all of us have different influence over different people, just different circles. You know what I mean? And so, like, because of the different circles, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, people in my circle won't be, impacted by what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
It kind of stops the progress of the whole group.
It does.
Paying it forward.
Right.
Paying it forward. That's exactly what we're doing, paying it forward.
Exactly.
But I love to talk about, I love to be transparent when it comes to doubt and challenges and apprehensions, because most people will be lying.
Right.
If they don't say, sometimes it's like they don't question themselves, or they're not sure, or right. And I love to talk about that because I want people to know that it's okay to question yourself.
That's right.
But don't let the doubt stifle you.
Right.
Don't allow the doubt or the fear to paralyze you and handicap you.
Exactly.
It's okay to have those moments, but not to stay stuck in that moment.
Yeah.
What do you do, Tracy, to stay just motivated, to stay, disciplined?
One of the things that I do, Keith, is I look back and I think, man, look how far God has brought me Because sometimes, honestly, another thing that gets me is I'm like, dang, I'm not where I want to be. I'll think about, I've made so much progress, but I'm just not where I want to be. When I put those two pictures side by side, and a lot of times it'll bring me to tears because I'll look back and I'm like, dang, why am I sitting here complaining? Look how far God has brought you. So that's one of the things that will fuel me and make me say, dang, if he brought you this far,
He can bring you further.
girl, wait till next year. I look back on last year. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize I was a size 16 last year, but I'm a 12 this year. God, I just had that conversation with myself last month. Like, oh, okay, God, you doing something. I see. Okay, let me get my mind. I see the progress and trusting the process. Let me get my mind right. Let's do this.
And the key is the process is slow.
Yes.
It's not fast.
No,
it's not.
It's a marathon.
It's a marathon.
Not a sprint.
It's a marathon, and being patient. Discipline is one thing, but patience is another. Willing to withstand the time and endure the time, because a lot of us, we are living in this microwave society and we want things instantaneous.
Yeah.
And some things are like crock pot, or when you cook things in an oven and it takes you 3 or 4 hours, you don't get greatness in 3 or 4 minutes.
No.
You got to slow cook it,
Right.
Definitely if you want it to sustain, if you want it to last.
That's true.
And so just getting back to that, because we want everything fast. We in this fast, quick, convenient, and everything ain't gonna be convenient and fast.
It's not, especially when you're working. For me, I feel like I appreciate it, and I'm going to appreciate it more because I'm working hard, and I tell my clients it's not easy. It's not going to be easy, but you're gonna love it and you're gonna appreciate it because you're working, you're being intentional, you put in some work, And another thing that gets us though with this wanting it fast is the internet. We look on the internet and we see this person's progress and we see, this person, half of that stuff ain't real.
Yeah.
We just got to be real.
And you only see, the stage presentation.
You don't see the background.
You don't see the background. What goes on behind the curtain. And, Instagram is instant. Like, it's at that moment. We don't understand everything that was put into it,
Yeah.
Somebody put up the other day talking about Jay-Z being a billionaire. They was like, it took him 23 years. It took him 23 years.
It was a process.
Oprah was a process. You know what I mean? It's like we see all of this instant gratification. Those people were works in progress. That wasn't an overnight success.
Exactly.
They weren't overnight success. And a lot of times the things that we want, it may take us 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years.
But
3 months, 5 months.
Right. But we have to want it enough to keep going.
You do. I just want to end on this note. One thing about life is really about discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Discipline in so many different areas of your life to be happy. A happy marriage is discipline.
Amen.
It is.
Amen.
It is. It's saying no to some things, saying no to other men, saying no to other women.
Right.
Saying no to events, saying, actually have enough discipline to say, you know what, this ain't going to work for my marriage.
That's right.
Saving money, building wealth takes discipline.
Discipline.
Being physically fit takes discipline. I cannot think of one attribute that people want that don't take discipline. Can you?
I can't not think of one.
I can't think of one thing.
I can't
even thinking about being a CEO or a business owner or even being in corporate America and being a VP.
I can't think of one thing.
I can't think of one thing that don't take discipline.
You have to be disciplined.
Yeah, you do. You do.
You have to be disciplined. You have to and you have to work at being disciplined. I don't think it just comes. I think we grow into being disciplined. But we have to be intentional about it. But I think that I think you can do it.
You can. And so when I think of what's weighing you down, lack of discipline. Thank you so much, Tracy, for coming.
Thank you for having me again. I'm honored to be here again with you, and
I'm honored to be a part of this journey with you. I mean, seriously, Tracy is one of my first business coaching clients.
Yes.
So she's my second client. So I'm just happy to be a part of this journey with you.
And I am grateful.
And see how it goes. Even like, with this, Tracy said, I got the fitness part down pat. But when it comes to business, girl, I'll go to work. I'll take care of these kids. I'll go to the gym. I don't worry about that.
Discipline.
And so every 3 or 4 weeks, I'm like, how we doing? Not being a pest.
No.
But just enough, just accountability. Because, yes, you have the accountability partners in those areas. And I really believe that We need accountability partners in a whole lot of different areas of our life.
That's right.
I have a friend for this, that, to hold me accountable in different areas of my life.
That's right.
And so I'm just excited to be a part of this journey. I know it's going to be amazing. And next year, y'all, don't miss the retreat. She will be there again.
Yes.
Not one day, but 2 days sweating out everybody
Hey.
here. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.